My son needed a pair of neon shorts for a youth camp. Since we couldn't find any at our local Goodwill, I decided to add some neon stripes to an old pair of gym shorts. I started by cutting off the waistband very close to the seam allowance and then cutting off the strips on either side of the legs. The shorts have pockets, so as I cut the waistband off at the pockets, I clip them into place so that they will be in the right position when I sew the new waistband on. I cut the strips off the side the same way, clipping as close to the seam allowance as possible so that the shorts don't get too much smaller. I cut strips from my neon fabric that were about 3 inches wide and the length of the shorts, which in my case were 21 inches. The fabric that I'm using is an athletic knit, so it has a lot of stretch and it also has good recovery. This means that I can use it for the waistband and not worry about adding any elastic. To measure the fabric for the waistband, I simply stretched it around my son's waist and then added 1/2 inch for the seam allowance. I cut the waistband about 4 inches wide so that when it's folded in half, it will be 2 inches. Then I clip the strips onto the sides and serge them on. I don't need to worry about hemming them since this fabric does not ravel. To sew the waistband on, I first folded it in half and stitched the short ends together. Then I matched up my seam with the center back seam of the shorts and then folded the waistband in half and matched that up with the center front of the shorts. Then I evenly stretched it around on the sides, making sure that I kept the pockets facing the right way so that when I sewed the waistband on, the pockets would get caught in the seam.